Rise. It's Evil Dead Rise. So let's make sure that we're live. We're live and good and ready to go. Okay, so it says we're live. I'm trying to find the link so I can share this. Alright, so we got it here. And we're just talking Evil Dead Rise. Like I've said before, we are currently still trying to fund our horror film. Check out the Indiegogo link in the chat or in the description once this video goes live. But we are talking Evil Dead Rises. We're talking all the good stuff about this. And we're still going to make a video also breaking it down a little more in depth once we watch it a little bit. And we're going to watch it here as well. So very excited to do that. So let me just go ahead and share this on Twitter. Hope everybody's having a good morning. And what a day, right? We're getting Evil Dead Rise. In a week we have Meg coming out at the end of this week. And just a good time. So very much so, as you can see, I am a fan of this trailer. I really did enjoy what we have here, which is a Evil Dead movie that looks like it really wants to focus on what made the franchise that great. So we have the trailer pulled up, so we're gonna watch it again as well, because we can watch this as many times and still be very much so pleased with everything here. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing another breakdown of this as well, so let's go ahead and go through this trailer as I'm watching it here right now. So we're gonna start the trailer right now if you want to see how we feel. So let's go. So we're starting the trailer off, and this trailer started off very good, very subtle, very eerie, creepy. These vibes here. You got homegirl making the eggs here that are not looking as appetizing as one would expect, right? And so you have this movie here, and I'm assuming that's the sister we've heard from the premise that comes to visit the sister and her kids. And it looks like there's a little bit of a backstory with some woods here, so we might know where that Book of the Dead actually came from as we're watching this trailer unfold, and we see all of this happening in the trailer in itself. So it gets me excited to get a movie that could actually deal with all of this, and somebody just got scalped right there, which just tells us that this is going to go very much so all like red band trailer, everything. That's what this is. And so we see a little bit more of the sister here with the daughters of her sister. And we know that this is one of the sisters that's going to have to save these kids, which I think is a very interesting premise, considering that Evil Dead movies, usually we see the brother and the sister, but now it looks like sister. So trauma, family, dump. We see somebody right here taking a squat for some reason. I'm not sure what that might be. And then we see the Book of the Dead as well, of course. And this is the part that we saw the teaser for yesterday, where we saw the mom trying to get into the house and the kid just watching. I wouldn't be there, kid. I wouldn't be there at all. So yeah, this is a very eerie, creepy shot. We see the mom trying to break in. We see some more of these like things that are going to happen in this apartment. We always got to have the needle with the eye, right, in an Evil Dead movie. The cheese grater, that's going to be an iconic scene, I can already tell you that. And then we see also the Book of the Dead once again, eating glass, never a good idea. And we see this moment here where we see like the heroine with the chainsaw, and that's just classic Evil Dead. That's exactly what we want from the Evil Dead franchise. Some more awesome shots of the woods, very bloody scenes, very much so, a lot of blood, and just like non-stop. This part was really creepy right here with the mom, the voice change and everything with the Deadites, as we know. Very much so classic Evil Dead feelings here. Gives me a lot of that 2013 vibe, which I'm excited for because I did like that one. And then that big scream at the end right there, just Evil Dead Rise title right there. Let's go, I'm ready. So I saw it again, and I want to say I'm pleased, I'm happy with this. I think this is going to be a very special one for sure. This movie was supposed to come out on HBO Max, and I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad they're pushing for a theatrical release, because I feel that's the only way to get the full feel and love that you want from this movie. And I am definitely excited to see more of this in the upcoming weeks, more trailers, more pictures, all of that. So we're probably going to see this on the big screen with Megan this weekend, which I'm excited for. We already got another trailer as well that looks good to go with Megan, and just Very, very good stuff. I was the one thinking that we were gonna get a Scream 6 trailer this week, and then Evil Dead Rise comes out of nowhere, surprises me. I was like, wait, we're already getting a trailer for this before Scream, and I know Scream 6 has that little teaser in the subway and everything, but I want a little more. I want something like this. I want to see some more stuff from Scream 6, which comes out in March, which is 2 months away. But Evil Dead Rise comes out in April, and I'm excited. I don't need to see more. I'm already good to go with this, and I am excited for this movie. Let me know what y'all think about the Evil Dead Rise trailer. Did you like it? Did you not? Overall, on Twitter and on social media, I see a lot of people are excited for it and ready for this, and everybody has that same sentiment that this is giving them 2013 vibes with Fede Alvarez and Jane Levy, and I do see that. I see that a lot here. Ash, who is played, of course, by Bruce Campbell, he was the one to introduce this teaser yesterday, and he did say that this is the scariest Evil Dead movie. We'll see how that is. I still think that the old ones still hold up due to the practical effects, so I'm curious to see how much exactly of those practical effects are still used in this movie here. It looks like there's a good portion of it that is practical effects, which I'm excited for. Always makes the movie look scarier, more gruesome, I feel, when you get to see these like very raw and very real life like effects be done, which this movie looks like it's going to go ahead and do that. So I'm excited in that aspect for it. Overall, like I said, the trailer did its job. It got me excited. Gave us a little bit of the story here and there. I thought we were just going to be in the city, but I like that they're still hinting that there was something that happened in the woods possibly, because from the trailer you can tell that the sisters were in the woods for some reason when they were younger. So it might be something that explains how that book came to be in the apartment. And I will be doing a more thorough breakdown today on YouTube later, so stay tuned for that video where I'm going to break down more of what exactly could be happening in this trailer, in this movie, all of that. I'm going to watch it a couple more times. I'm going to read some interviews and as much as I can find to really break down what I think this movie is going to possibly do. Will it tie into the other Evil Dead movies? That's the big question. Is Ash going to come through and save the day or team up with someone at the end of this? Now, there was a lot of big hype towards the end of 2013's Evil Dead when Mia's character, who was walking down the road at the end of the Evil Dead movie, comes across Ash, and everybody was like hyped. They were excited. My theater erupted. We were all like, Ash is coming back for a team up movie, and of course didn't happen. We got the show, which was great as well, but we still were wanting to see a team up of sorts. We have the Evil Dead game now, which does give you some team ups, but we want to see it on the big screen, right? So I'm curious to see if this Evil Dead Rise movie will be a pathway into seeing more of the Evil Dead movies and also team ups from the past. So we'll definitely be waiting to see if that is the case. So most of the people who have reacted to this, like I said, are very positive about it. They all pretty much say this is exactly what we want. And so we're pumped for this. We're pumped for this one. We're excited for this. Like I said, we're going to be making some breakdowns on it today. And we're excited. We're excited. Let me know what y'all thought about Evil Dead Rise in the comments below or in the chat if you're watching, or if you're watching after the live. Comment it down below. I'm curious to know what y'all's thoughts are. We're going to be discussing it more today, like I said, later in the day. So stay tuned for that Evil Dead Rise breakdown video that we're going to do as well for the trailer, dissecting every little part of it. But like I said, like if you see on the screen right here, my favorite shot definitely is this chainsaw, because that is so classic with Evil Dead, right? Like that's exactly what we think about with the Evil Dead. We think of this chainsaw just tearing through these deadites, and I'm very curious to see how this movie is going to end. Like I said, I feel like they are wanting to do a franchise again and give us multiple movies, and it's all just going to depend how this movie does, how it very much so goes at the box office as well. I think that's going to be a very important aspect of if they do it or not. So I'm curious to see what we see from others online and stuff about this trailer right here. We're definitely excited to check this out on the big screen as well. So we see from like Bloody Disgusting, John Squire saying strong Evil Dead 2013 vibes from the Evil Dead Rise, and that's the same thing. I said the same thing. It feels like 2013. It feels like we're getting something special again here. We're definitely going to revisit all of the Evil Dead movies as well. Like I said in yesterday's live, we're going to be discussing them, breaking them down as well. So I'll probably start that next week. We'll start with the first Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2013, and we might revisit the show as well and just get our full feel of Evil Dead right before this movie. So we'll start that franchise. We'll start that series of videos next week with Evil Dead, the one from the 80s, and we'll go on from there. One of the scariest lines for sure in this trailer as well that I'm seeing somebody post right now is "Mommy's with the maggots now." Imagine hearing that, right? And so the book as well, I like the look of the book, which of course is the Necronomicon. And it looks incredible. It looks very good, very like the feel of this movie as well. Doing something different, but still feeling like Evil Dead is very hard to do, I feel. But this one really gets it, I feel. We have that sort of like blend of the 80s Evil Dead Deadites with the newer Deadites in this one. We still have the very over-the-top like blood, the action, the gore, all of the, I mean, the cheese grater, that's going to be the one that tops it, I feel, for many, and I can definitely see that becoming a new thing. The tongue split in 2013 was one of those scenes that definitely got a lot of people like closing their eyes and squirming. So I'm definitely thinking the cheese grater is going to be one of those, because if you cook a lot, that's definitely something that you think about a lot that could happen. And I've cut myself with a cheese grater on accident as well. You're just cutting and you're getting close to it. Not a good thing to feel for sure. So I'm definitely pumped for this one. Like I said, getting it in front of Megan on the big screen will be exciting to see this trailer. By the way, we will be watching Megan today, so I'm definitely excited to talk about that movie. We do have a video on Megan today as well. We're talking if this movie is going to be a hit or a flop, Megan. All the marketing, everything being done for it, being pushed down so hard. Will it get the people into theaters? That's the big question, right? Is this marketing the way to go, or will Megan just be stale? We'll talk about that in a video today, so stay tuned for that. Evil Dead Rise, like I said, it is a movie that I had been hyped for a long time, and it got pushed. It was going to come out on HBO Max, and then it got pushed, which was good because now we get that theatrical release, and I feel like it's going to do well in a theatrical release. I don't know if there's any other horror movie coming out in April, so it definitely has a clear runway because Scream comes out like at the beginning of March, so by the time that Scream is fizzling out, Evil Dead Rise comes in strong to take like the baton for horror movies and run with it. 2022, what a great year for horror movies. I hope that 2023 continues that trend of seeing these really good horror movies be done, be pushed out, and just giving us that more of a good feel with horror, because that's what definitely 2022 did, and I hope that we continue that. I don't want 2022 to be this odd year that had these amazing horror movies and then we come and slow down back to where it feels stale. We do have another horror trailer coming out tomorrow, which is Renfield, which is the one that has Nicholas Hoult as well as Nicolas Cage playing Dracula, and that one is more of a comedy horror. We're going to break that video down as well tomorrow, so we are just doing lives every day now. We're doing multiple ones a day, and we are just trying something new for the channel right now, just doing more lives, talking more like this if people want to chat, all of that. Like I said, it's something new we've done for the channel, so I know that maybe YouTube's not really recommending this or anything, so make sure that notification bell is turned on so you know when these lives go on, because I feel like not a lot of people get the notifications for the live, and it is something that I am trying to figure out what's going on. So definitely hit that notification bell, that way you don't miss these lives. We're going to be doing more content creation with other creators as well, so if there's creators or anybody that you think I should hit up to see if they want to do a live or anything like that, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat if you're watching, because I do definitely want to do more collaborations this year, and that's something that I've started already. We do have already our first collaboration of the year with Movie Files, so definitely go check out that video if you haven't already. We are also on Twitter, we're also on TikTok at Culture Elixir. On Instagram, we are at The Culture Elixir. Couldn't get Culture Elixir over there, but we are at The Culture Elixir. So go check us out over there if you have the chance on all those other social medias. But yeah, let me know what you thought about Evil Dead Rise. Like I said, I loved it. I did. I thought that the way the Deadites look is incredible. I enjoy that they're trying to be more over the top than previous movies. They're trying to do a lot more than we have seen before, and it really is a movie that's going to, I feel, take it back to its roots now. With this whole claustrophobic feel, even in an apartment rise building. I'm curious to see if we'll see other people in this apartment become Deadites, or if it's just going to be the family itself. And I'm just curious about this movie a lot, so I'm going to be making a breakdown for it more thorough today. I'm going to watch the trailer a couple more times after this live and jot down some notes, read a little bit more about the premise, and give you a full breakdown video, like really going in depth about everything we're going to see in this trailer and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for that video because it will come out today as well. And like I said, today we do have the Megan screening. I'll give you my out of theater reaction. I will talk about it on live tonight as well. And I will do no spoilers for today. Then tomorrow we'll have a review, and we'll talk about the ending and all of that, since it'll be out tomorrow night. So we'll do all that for Megan as well. And we also have the video today on Megan, if whether we think it's going to be a hit or a flop or just stale. We'll talk all about that in that video. You'll understand it's a new video concept I'm going for this year to do with movies, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to look at those videos and look back at them after the movie's released and see if we got it right or we got it wrong. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on Evil Dead Rise. Did you enjoy this trailer? Did you not? Let me know down below. Will you go see this in theaters, or will you wait for streaming as well? Let me know below. But as always, like I said, we are still trying to fund our Indiegogo movie that is a horror slasher. You can check out the link for that in the chat or in the description if you're watching this video after the live has ended. And we really would appreciate any help, any share, donation. All that goes very much so a long way. So as always, that is going to do it for me. Check out our Evil Dead Rise trailer breakdown later today, as well as our Megan video we're doing, and I'll see all of you next time. Make sure you turn that notification bell on, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that you are giving this video a thumbs up. As always, stay safe, stay positive.